You came from like a mid-major school in a sense. So do you feel like you have to work a little bit more just coming from your humble beginnings and having transferred to a Power 4 school?
Well, it's like even at Miami, like I always work like really hard, like after hours and stuff like that. So I just taking that with me because obviously that's what's got me this far. So I just feel like you just have to be confident in yourself. Really, like there's a lot of small guys there's a lot of small like league guys that came and then like made an impact in like bigger schools. So it's just really about you being confident, believing in yourself, like taking that leap of faith and like telling yourself like I can do this. It's like I done had all those years of working and playing against different competitions. So now I want to take my game to the next level by playing against kids that are even better. So
I'm joined here today with Texas Tech wide receiver Reggie Virgil. So thank you very much for joining us today.
thank you.
Absolutely. So just kind of to learn a little bit more about you, what was your first introduction to football? And what about it made you realize like this was going to be the sport you were going to pursue heavily?
Oh, so I'm the youngest, so it's like my mom, she's always been like overprotective. So like my dad, he used to play football though. So like he like we ask my mom and she'll say no. But like my dad is like, it's okay, like we'll just do it without telling her. So like
Oh,
my dad, like me and my dad went like after school, he just signed me up without telling my mom. And then like we'll just tell her like we're going somewhere and then like whole time we'll be at football practice and stuff. And then like finally had to tell her because I have games obviously.
yeah.
And then my mom was kind of mad, but like after a while, she just started becoming like cool with it, and she's ended up being like team mom for me and stuff all that. Like for some of my teams, like little league growing up, she'll be like the team mom and stuff. So that's kind of where it got it. And then my big brother, he used to play football, so it's just kind of like seeing him play or like seeing old pictures, like damn, I want to play football too.
It's kind of like, the Kevin Garnett story
What
where
happened?
no, so his mom wouldn't let him play basketball. And so he made varsity as like an 8th grader. And he was playing up until he kept it a secret up until his junior year of high school. And Kevin Garnett eventually grew to become one of the best NBA players of all time.
Crazy.
So I feel like your story is similar in the sense that like you had to hide it from your mom.
Well, a little bit. I had it.
And then now you're at the level that you are.
Yeah, she loves it now. Like
Yeah.
can't wait.
And then I even saw that in high school, you were actually a tri-sport athlete. So not only did you play football, but you played track and basketball.
Mhm.
So what was it about football that made you choose like that sport over track and field and basketball?
Well, I really did like basketball, but like it's just like it's kind of like soft, like playing basketball. Sometimes it was like you can't touch people or like be too physical. So like I really like basketball, but then like I kind of started realizing like basketball, like people that play like guard now and stuff are like 6'8", like 6'9" and stuff. So like I feel like football, like I'm like I would be considered big playing football, but if I play basketball, I would be smaller. And then like track was cool, like but like those boys fast, they're different type of fast. So I was like, football is like something I always loved and I was passionate about. Like basketball and track came second. So I just was like, yeah, I want to just stick with my first love.
What type of skills did you take from playing track and field and basketball and apply to football? Like what skills do you really feel helped you by playing those other two sports? They helped you to be your best version of yourself as a football player.
Well, like really what helped is like playing basketball. It's kind of similar in a way to playing wide receiver because like you have to like move people off the spot and like create separation to catch the ball. And just like in basketball, you create separation to shoot your shot. So it's really similar. And you start getting feet work and you start being introduced to like many different things that you can use to when you go back and play football. And then just like track just help you get faster, stay in shape, and like use those different kind of tools when you're playing football. So it's like the biggest thing was just like finding things that could relate to football. I really harping on them. So when I took it back to football, it was like something I could use.
You must have never had a day off because I felt like those seasons all kind of
Yeah.
flew into each other. Like first it was football, and then basketball, and then track and field's more of a spring sport.
Exactly.
So did you find it hard balancing playing 3 sports in high school and then also staying on top of your schoolwork at the same time?
It's just like anything with life, like you just gotta make sacrifices. So like instead of like going out or like doing something, like you kind of just be like, oh, I'm gonna use this time to rest because I know I have to go to this and then I have to get ready for this. So it's just like it really wasn't as tiring as you would think. It's just like when you really love something, it doesn't like seem like it's a task or like it's a job. So just like I really think it was more hard on my mom and stuff, like just for her like to go from getting her football jersey, then like her basketball shirt, and then coming to track meets like really hot outside and stuff, being there all day. So for me, it really wasn't like really hard. I just really loved it. So
You never got, like, burnout at all playing sports?
nah, like surprisingly, like I don't know. I just like that's like my favorite thing to do. So like even when I'm done with basketball, like I'll come home from basketball practice, like go play basketball in my neighborhood or
Mhm.
like go work out playing football or run around the neighborhoods. Like just loved it. Like wanted to get better at it.
You're kinda like me, you always have to keep yourself busy doing something.
Like I can't
Yeah. Just sit still all the
yeah.
time, no, you gotta I mean, no, that's good, you keep yourself active, you keep yourself busy, so always having something on your plate. So, we're gonna kinda take a little bit of a big jump. So, fast forward out of high school and even past Miami, Ohio, you were heavily recruited out of the transfer portal. Like, if you close your eyes, think of any school they had offered you.
Yeah.
Just offers from across the board, home state and all over the country. What was that process like for you, and what came down to your decision to commit to Texas Tech?
Well, really, like the transfer portal was like really crazy for me because like I think I entered it like the night, like maybe the ninth, with me and my boy Rayon. We both like was like let's post ours at the same time, like type. So like it was like we're gonna do that. We're gonna post our transfer on Twitter and all that. So I ended up posting mine, and I was like maybe I can get like a school, couple schools, big schools that I could choose from. But like I kept getting like phone calls like left and right. It was like that's something that almost burned me. I'm like, dang, like I keep answering the phone, like
Stop calling me now.
yeah, I'm like missing calls and like everyone in the country is like calling me and FaceTiming me and like just like texting me, sending me like gifs or like just something crazy. But what mainly stood out to me at Texas Tech is just like the camaraderie like of like our coaching staff and how close they are and how good Coach McGuire is. Like he's the same person every day. And I always wanted to play for a coach who like has like a lot of energy, like because I'm a big energy guy. So like I like to laugh, have fun, but also know when to take it serious. So McGuire definitely like when I got there, like screaming, yelling, like jumping up and down, like just doing those little stuff that make you feel like you're at home. Cause I'm from the South, so like that's usually like how things are down there. Like we're real like talkative and like want to be hyper and do all type of stuff, like have fun. And then like Coach Juice and Leftwich, like they brought me in and we had a meeting and not only were they telling me like, how good I was, they was also telling me like the things that they can help me get better at and like be a complete receiver. So just hearing that and like it was like that's like something I want to hear because I know how good I am. Like I keep having these other schools like, oh my god, like you're so good and you come here, you're playing right now, you're catching 100 balls, but that's not really realistic. Like Coach Juice and Leftwich were like telling me like, hey, like this is what we want you to get better at. This is what we can help you get better at, and just the facilities is like insane. So one of the top in the country. So and I love working. So that was something that was like real big.
And I was also gonna mention because you also mentioned before me that you're from the South, you're from Apopka,
Mhm.
and UCF was actually one of the schools on your list, so you didn't wanna stay home? You don't wanna come play for your
What's
hometown
crazy is
team?
Scott Frost had FaceTime me too. And he was like, hey man, like you don't wanna come back home? Like I just got the job, like you come back home, I want you to be my receiver. And it was cool and stuff. And like Florida State, Mike Norvell was FaceTime me too. Like it was actually funny, like a funny story. Like he had FaceTime me, I just got out the shower. So I'm like, so like the recruiting process was crazy because like I couldn't even like leave my phone for like 5 seconds. Like somebody's gonna call me or text me. So like a random number is FaceTime me and I'm like, bro, like who is this? So like I answered the phone, but like I have like my towel and stuff, but like my phone is like up here, but I don't have a shirt on.
Yeah.
So like he FaceTimed me and he was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you
Why are you shirtless?
He's like, why are you shirtless? He's like, you know what? I like you already, kid. Like, you answer the phone like naked. I know you're naked. I'm like, all right, bro.
Wow.
Just crazy.
That's a crazy
Just
moment.
saying anything, like
That's funny.
answering the phone shirtless and stuff. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, but he knew like I was like I'm a big Florida State fan. Like me and my whole family.
Oh, really? They were another school that called you, no?
Yeah, and then Miami. It was like everyone like
Again, you close your eyes, pick a school, and
yeah.
they were there.
But it just was like I don't know. I don't really like being like home. I like being like away and focused and like so like. But Florida State and UCF, all them were definitely like I was definitely blessed because I grew up wanting to go to those three schools. So for them to call me, it was like big.
Sorry, you don't ever get homesick?
Nah, actually I don't like cause my mom she comes anywhere I am. So
Really?
it's like I see like my mom like I see my family and stuff. And I'm the youngest, so like all my older siblings, they're like living their life and stuff. So it's like when I come home, it's kind of really just like me and my mom. So my mom, she just comes wherever I am and stuff. So
She probably makes that joke like, wherever you move, I'm moving too.
exactly.
Yeah, my mom does the same thing.
She's really big. Like she makes sure like I'm good.
That's awesome. And then with that all being said, having to be so heavily recruited in the transfer portal, coming out of high school, you were, I guess you can say, under recruited, just you commit to Miami, Ohio, you play for a couple years, you have a phenomenal junior year, hit the portal, and then, like you said, your phone's blowing up left and right. What was that moment like for you, finally feeling like you were on top of the world in terms of the recruiting process?
Well, it was crazy because it's like you said, like high school, I maybe had like 2 offers. So like, and one was Eastern Kentucky, like FCS, I think. They were my first offer, and then what was crazy about Miami, Ohio, I didn't even know there was a Miami in Ohio. So
Yeah,
like,
because there's University of
yeah,
Miami,
'cause
Florida.
I'm from Florida, so like
Yeah.
I'm like telling my mom like, oh, I just got offered Miami, and she's like, oh, like Hurricanes. I'm like, nah,
No.
like the Red Hawks. So,
She's like, oh, okay.
so like I was on Twitter just like DMing every coach and like I was just trying to hurry up, like figure something out. Cause like junior year, everyone in high school usually gets their offers, but it's like the summer, one of my senior year. So like Miami, Ohio, I sent them my film and then he got back to me and then he told me like take a picture of my weight. And me and my godmom are like, we're at school when this is happening. And I weigh like 160 in high school, like 165, bro. Like, so like, I was like, Mom, like, I was telling my godmom, I was like, I need something to like get my weight up. Like, can you find something? So like, I'm putting like sand in my pockets, like that, like anything.
Step on the scale for me real quick.
Yeah, and then like I get up to at least like 175. So I was like, and then they was like, come take a visit, and then they just they made me work out cause they were wondering like why don't you have any offers? So I was like, Coach, I really can't tell you. So I worked out and like midway he just stopped me. He was like, you're good, like we're gonna offer you. And then I just committed cause I was like, this D1, like I'll just play here and then see where it goes. And then after those first couple years was tough. And then that third year I kind of broke out. So but a lot of people always believe like I would be really good and stuff. I just could never like get to it. But then that year I had, it's like just like you said, feel like I was on top of the world because like you finally get to see like all your hard work has like paid off. So I just try to be like humble about it, like use that to my advantage. So like now that I was on top of the world and stuff, and like, all these schools are calling me. Of course, like trainers and stuff, like big time trainers are like hitting me up too. So I kind of use that as like okay, like now I can get those better resources to make my game even better. So that's how I felt.
Did you ever feel discouraged feeling like because like you say that you feel, or not you feel, like you're a great player, like what you're capable of, but having only been offered 2 Division I schools out of high school, did you at all feel like maybe football isn't for me? Did you wanna
I actually like a funny thing is like my mom would tell you, like my sister, like so my first 2 years at Miami, like I didn't play. Like I probably played a couple snaps when we were like blowing teams out, or I would go in when somebody tired, like to block or something. or play special teams. So like my sophomore year, I think I called like my sister, and then like I was calling my mom, and then I was like I don't think football is like gonna work. I was like crying, like I never cried neither. I was like, I'm like, bro, like there's no way I can like keep playing. Like just tell my mom like, can I just like come home, like I work or something, like. So it was like it definitely was times where like, I just want to stop. And then she always just told me like you just have to have faith in God. Like everyone's journey is different. You know, some kids like go crazy in college like their first year and do really good, and then some were just late bloomers. And my mom, she always told me that. She's like, you always been like a late bloomer, like it's just how it is. Like just like even in high school, I was like little and stuff, and then like, I started to grow, hit my growth spurts and all that, and then that's why I was under recruited because like everything was like late. So it was just like it was like a tough process for sure. Like I definitely tried to stop, but like my mom and stuff, they were telling me like, Reggie, like just keep going, like you never know, like.
Have you always been, like, real faithful in God, and, like, have you
Yeah,
always grown up?
sure. I went to a private school. I went to outdoor Christian, and it's really family oriented, and like you're at chapel every day, and like really got to learn about God, and like even within sports, like we prayed before we went out there, and you just like did a thing like God's like way for real. So that's what I said.
I was gonna ask, just, like, how has God played a role in your life on and off the field? Like, what's a lesson that the game has taught you that had nothing to do with football?
I'll probably say like just making the right choices in life. Like a lot of us kind of react off emotions or soft instincts, but like sometimes you gotta really have to sit down and like think about things or like think things through it. Cause just like in life, like there's a lot of choices you can make that can either like derail your life or like help your life. So it's really like stuff like that. Just making those like those silly decisions that you know football like somebody does something to you, like you react and boom, there goes your game or there goes the game for y'all. So it's like stuff that's taught me off the field for sure. Like just thinking stuff through.
Absolutely. I always wait for the athlete to bring up, like, their faith in God and everything, 'cause
Mhm,
I personally, I'm big in my faith, and
mhm,
I believe in God and everything, so just knowing how everyone's story is so much different and how their journey and even just, like, their journey with life and playing sports as a whole, just how God drives their life, it's so unique to hear different people's experiences, like, you feeling like you said you called your mom crying, just like I'm here, but I don't feel like this is for me. And then her telling you, like, you just have to put your trust in God and he's going to he makes no mistakes. Like everything in life happens for a reason, whether you might not understand it at first. And you might ask God, like, why is this happening to me? Like, why are you putting me through this? But he just always has a plan for you, for anyone in this room, just knowing that everything you do in life has purpose, and just as long as you know yourself, you have a goal to accomplish, whether it's now or sometime down the line, it's going to happen at some point in time, but just the timing is it might not sound like it's perfect right now, but just the time will come, and I mean, clearly that time for you has come so far, and you have only gotten, like, a small taste of what Big 12 football is really like, having come played in the MAC and then now coming into the Big 12. So my next question for you is, what do you feel like is the biggest difference you've noticed between MACtion and the Big 12?
mhm. Action. Yeah. It's all
He's like, "I haven't heard that name in so long."
it's been a while. I would just say the difference is really just like 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 Power 5 or what they call it, Power 4 now, like just like
Yeah.
kids are like way bigger. Like it's just like your average DB isn't like 6 foot anymore. Like, average DB looks just like me. He's just like guarding me now. It's
Mhm.
just like stuff like that, and just like the explosiveness and people being able to run just like me and do some of the stuff I can do, and like so it really just so I would say what comes down to it is like everyone has like the skill set, but it's like who's gonna be the one to separate itself by putting in extra work or watching extra film. It's just like all I would say is like powerful. Like I think the kids want it more. I think sometimes in those smaller schools, like some of the kids' main focus isn't like the NFL, so it isn't taken as seriously. But like here, like majority of your football team wants to play in the NFL, so it's gonna look a little different. Like my old school, some of my team is really like were really good, but like never want to play in the NFL. They just good at college football. So I say that's a big difference for me.
And I mean, I noticed, like, I know you're a scholarship player, like you transferred in and now you're on scholarship, but you came from like a mid-major school in a sense. So do you feel like you have to work a little bit more just coming from your humble beginnings and having transferred to a Power 4 school?
Well, it's like even at Miami, like I always work like really hard, like after hours and stuff like that. So I just taking that with me because obviously that's what's got me this far. So I just feel like you just have to be confident in yourself. Really, like there's a lot of small guys that there's a lot of small like league guys that came and then like made an impact in like bigger schools. So it's just really about you being confident, believing in yourself, like taking that leap of faith and like telling yourself like I can do this. It's like I done had all those years of working and playing against different competitions. So now I want to take my game to the next level by playing against kids that are even better. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I even got to talk to Ant Upshaw earlier, and he took a preferred walk-on spot at Texas Tech over multiple D2 and JUCO scholarship offers, and I asked him why, and he was just like, "Because I felt I've not only did I feel
Better
like I was
yourself.
worthy, but I felt like I had something to prove knowing that I am a preferred walk-on, and majority of the people around me are on scholarship, so it made him appreciate the game a little more just knowing he had to stay a little later or come a little earlier to practice, and it just ultimately made him appreciate the game more, and it made him realize it helped him to better himself as a person and a player. So I just wanted to ask because I know sometimes, like, even walk-ons for basketball, like, they have to work a little harder to feel like they're in the same playing realm as the people around them who might be on scholarship, so it ultimately just comes down to how you feel about yourself as a player. Like, you seem very confident and very goal driven and just you're confident knowing that where you are right now is where you deserve to be and that you knew that you had what it took to be here and even be in a higher realm than where you are right now.
You sure?
And so my next question for you is college football comes with a lot of pressure, and even with you being in the portal, having the pressure of choosing the school that was gonna be more than likely where you I mean, yeah, you're a senior, this is, like, where
Plus,
you're gonna spend the
yeah.
last year of your college career. So, it comes with a lot of pressure. How do you personally protect your peace and your mental health and just being able to handle the expectations that might come with playing college football?
It's just really I would say just really being like confident in yourself. Like even being here, I've learned like so much already. Just like even like off the field things. So like Coach McGuire, like when he talks to us, this is kind of different. It's like he lets us know like like if you weren't here, like if you're here, you deserve like what's coming for you. So what I say is like when he talks, it's very like helpful. So like he like just the other day he told us like pressure is really a privilege. Like
I say that all the time.
if you
All the time.
if you don't have any pressure, then like people who aren't good don't have pressure. So like you have to think of it. You always have to find something positive to like match things up with. So like people like get scared and be like, oh like it's like fourth down and like we're down by three and like we have to get a first down or like you should take pride in being able to like have your back against the wall because like pressure is like it's like the ultimate thing. Like it's crazy, but pressure is really a privilege. So like if you have pressure, then that means you're that guy or like you're that team or like that's how I think of it now. Cause McGuire, he's just installed so many things already. So it's like previously I was like nervous. I'm like I recruit like SEC schools. Like, could I play at Georgia? Could I go here or whatever? But like obviously you can. Like it just comes with pressure. Like what are you gonna do when that time comes? Like are you gonna like panic or are you gonna like be your feet are and just embrace the challenge? So
You know, I've always had that outlook too. Like, believe it or not, I have it sticky noted on my
yeah,
computer in all caps, just pressure is a privilege. Just because even in like any realm of sports, like even in sports media, it's an extremely competitive field, at least in today's like generation and everything. It's just everyone wants to be on the sideline in front of a camera, like, talking to the world's biggest athletes, and so just always kind of having like, being humble within yourself and knowing what you're capable of doing, just being an athlete and even, like, being on the opposite side of the camera, just knowing that what you work you've put in is going to pay off, and the right people will see how much you do for yourself and others, and just always trusting in God's timing and just trusting that everything's going to fall into place.
Sure.
And so kind of just looking back on your younger self, like maybe your freshman year of college or even thinking back to high school, what's something you've outgrown mentally or emotionally?
I would say probably like feedback, like from your coaches and stuff. So like I know like growing up, I get yelled at and stuff. I'm like I'll like pout or something, or like I'll like shut down and don't want to talk or stuff. And my mom, she always like like she always reminds me like she's like Reggie, like stop pouting, or like Reggie, stop pouting. Like one day you're gonna be like on TV, you're just pouting. Like that's not like a good look. So like, oh, she's like real like she's real helpful. Like she can tell like the slightest the thing wrong with me. So it's just like the pouting. Like I used to be bad with it. Like freshman year, like I would mess up, and my coach like, Reggie, what are you doing? Like blah blah, and he's talking to me. I'm like, bro, like I'm like I have an attitude, and I don't want to talk anymore. And he's asking me questions, and I'm just like walking away. So it's like I was like bad. I am bad with body language. Like so, my mom, she's just like always watching me. She's like, Reggie, stop out, or fix your face, or fix the way you're walking, or your posture. So I definitely have outgrown that. Like now, when you're talking to me, I don't really like care like your tone. Like it's really just about the message you're trying to get a point across. So I definitely outgrown that because I always listen to the tone. I'm like, oh my god, like he's so loud, or like he hates me and stuff. But like now, like I love when somebody like tells me like because if someone's like talking to you, or your coach is talking to you, like he cares, like so like he's trying to correct it so you can be a better player, a better person. So I definitely outgrown that because now you really say anything to me, like I'm gonna be offended. Just take it like and just go along with it.
You just had a hard time accepting, like,
Yeah,
constructive criticism?
I couldn't accept it for nothing. Like if you said I need to be better at catching, I'm like,
I'm already
yeah,
there, like, what are you talking about?
or like if you think I'm not fat, I'm gonna be like, bro, like get out my face, or like you don't know what you're talking about. Like mind you, this coach has been coaching for like 30 years or something, so it's like, why am I arguing with you? Like if you said I need to do this better, I'm gonna just do it.
There's also a lot of coaches that they kind of use, like, a reverse psychology way of doing it, where you're like, "Man, you're trash, like, you didn't catch that ball, like, you're not you're nothing," and then it just motivates you to be
Yeah,
better.
Coach Martin was definitely. I love Coach Martin. Like I know I left and stuff, but he definitely like made me grow up. Like he was like on me like consistently. Like I could score a touchdown, and he's bringing the iPad over. He's like, "Why did you do this?" Like I'm like, "Coach, like I just scored. Like what are you talking about?" Like he's just like ever since a freshman, like, I wouldn't even play, but like he would get on to me more than like the starters. So like he always seen it in me. He just wanted me to grow up first
Mhm.
and stuff. So I really appreciate Coach Martin for that.
So would you say, like, your mother was the main person who helped you to come out of that habit of
Oh yeah.
being able to accept
Yeah, and my
things?
dad growing up, before like he passed, like he was like big on cause he was Navy per like he's in the military and stuff. So like he's big on like how you respond, how you act and stuff. So like and then my mom kind of just took over and was like, Reggie, like you acting like a little girl or this and that. And like I'd be like, what, bro? Like, what are you talking about? You can't even do this. Be like, I love bro, like I just brush her off and stuff, and then like it's like, nah, she don't play that. Like, so I have to fix that quick, or like something gonna happen to me. So just
Was there anything in particular that was said that clicked for you to kind of snap you out of that?
I see
You
it.
can't say it. I'm not gonna when I stuttered, I was like, "I can't curse,
Yeah,
bro." Like, I already know you.
yeah, like my mom said some crazy stuff. Like everybody think my mom is like so sweet and nice. Like, nah,
Be yelling at you.
she says some off the wall stuff. I'm like, bro, wow, like, all right. So I just like I can't tell you.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I mean, we could bleep it out,
Yeah,
but
she just be like acting like a little girl, and then like, you know, there's other words you can substitute that with, and then like my mom didn't care, like she would come down from like the stands, like come onto the field, like stuff like that. Yeah, it's like bad.
That's like the stuff you hear stories
Like
about.
she's like really like, yeah, she's like not somebody to play with.
Very passionate.
Oh yeah,
She's the one that wanted you out of it the most, and then she's the most into it.
yeah, like
Later down the
exactly.
road.
She didn't want me to play it, but like now she's like on
More
TV, like after the game, like she's like, "Why are you looking like this?" Or like, "What is wrong with you? Like, you need to fix your face, or like you need to do this." And I seen how you was looking at your coach, like you need to stop doing that. Or I'm just like, "Mom, like leave me alone." Bro." Yeah, but she definitely yeah, she definitely said some crazy stuff.
It's all love though. It's tough love.
Yeah, tough.
He's like, I can't even say it. That's funny. So, kind of fast forwarding to your time here in Lubbock so far, you came spring 2025. So you got to play in the spring game?
Nah.
No. So you haven't even had like a real taste of what Texas Tech football is like playing besides practice.
Yeah, we had scrimmages before then,
Mm-hmm.
so I knew like, but I don't know. I'm just like very confident in my ability. Like, so like when I hear like, oh, is he gonna be able to do that here and blah blah, I'm like, I just work harder. It just helps me. I like watching all of that, like seeing like who's the best receivers and see all the like graphics and all that. I love looking at that because like I can't wait to show you like who I am and like be able to like perform. So yeah.
How would you describe the camaraderie between the wide receiver group at Texas Tech?
Oh, it's like one of the best in the like nation. That's why I'm so confused on like why like some of these graphics are leaving us off, but it's okay. But like all of us are like really good, and we all work hard. Like even Coach Juice, like we have a group chat, like we send things in there like us working out or us catching balls or us bowling, like golfing, doing anything like just fun stuff. Like so it's real close, like real cool.
Who holds you guys accountable the most, like player wise, out of like your position group? Like who's someone that's very like strict and on top of this stuff, and who's kind of like the goofball? Like, cause every position group, like even every team has to have a good
Nah,
balance.
it's definitely like Coy is definitely like a really good leader. He does everything like how a coach would want things done, and he makes sure he lets us know when our meetings are. And because our coaches are gone, but we still meet and stuff.
For sure.
So Coy does all the walkthrough and like he's like reading off the plays and he's making sure he's walking through it and stuff, and he's like on top of everything. He lets us know. So I think that's real big. And then CD, he's like, they're both like been here, so they kind of just like set the standard and they're chill and they just like let us know like, okay, like they don't be like, oh, y'all need to be here. They're like, just make sure on time, like just be professionals, like just that's it.
Just gentle reminders.
Yeah, and then like the goofball, it's probably like me.
Yeah.
It's,
I was gonna say, I've heard you're like a goofy person, just like you have a lot of personality.
yeah, I'm the goofball.
I feel like you also have a good balance of
Oh
knowing
yeah,
when to
like
turn it on and off.
me and Coach Juice talk about it all the time. Like he has said in an interview how I am. Like I think that's like he was really right. Cause like when we be like chilling or like doing stuff, I be laughing, like making jokes. Like we all be picking on Coach Juice. Like he'll come into me with some boots on or something. Like, bro, like I thought you had cowboy boots on. Like, but like just joking and stuff. And then like once you start meeting, like I'm gonna be serious. Like, and that's one thing I got better at. I used to play like all the time. So that's why like I'm always like Coach McMartin is like, I don't know if I can put you out there. Like
You
I
play
might start giggling or something. Like I'm like, all right, bro.
So like, why is he standing like that? He better run at me, punny.
So I learned like a balance now. And I got older, so like you can't be playing all the time.
Yeah, like you just come to your senses, like you have to mature.
Yeah.
Your frontal lobe develops just a
Yeah,
little bit.
bit.
No, but my next question for you, this is kind of, it's like a two-part question in a way. So now that you're entering your senior year at Tech, this can be related to any player you've played with in your time at Miami, Ohio, and now that you've been at Tech for a little bit. So when you were a freshman, who was a player that you looked up to for guidance? And then now that you're a senior, who's a younger player on Tech that you see yourself in?
When I was a freshman at Miami, we had like the 3-star receivers. They were older, and like we had Mac Hippenhammer. He played at Penn State before he came to Miami High, and then Jalen Walker, he was there, and then we call him 2 Mil. He came from Indiana, so like I just really always gravitated towards like older like people, like older players and stuff, because I was so young, and like they would see like flashes in me and stuff, or like cool things that I did, or they're like, dang, like you really good for like his age and stuff. So like they always like were telling me like even my freshman year, like bro, like you could really help us. Like I think that's really good. And Mac, he always like told me, he was like, bro, like you could play at Penn State, like you could play at those bigger schools. Like I've been around like players, like you would play like right now if like you were there, or just hearing stuff like that. It was just like, dang, like it's cool. And then like Jalen, like even when he graduated, like he came back and like he would talk to me, and he like would go like he'd take me to lunch and stuff when I was a freshman, buy me food and stuff, and like 2 Mil, like I'll go over to his house, like we would make like songs and stuff, like just like funny stuff, like memories that like, I'll always remember. And like they might have thought like they weren't doing nothing, but like it was like really big for me, because like when you're a freshman, like you kind of think like, oh, like I gotta work, I gotta do this and impress people, but like they were like already impressed, and like they were like happy, and I was there, and they always wanted to help me, like even if it was a play, cause like my freshman year, like I didn't know nothing, like I was just out there running routes, and they would like whisper to me like, "Oh, you got this," or like if we were in meetings, like and I didn't know something, they were like, "Oh, you got this," or like even my coach would yell at me, like Mac would like step in like, "Coach, like you good," like blah, blah, like just like cool stuff like that. So and then I would say like here, I see myself in. I probably say like Deaver, cause like
Deaver?
yeah,
Like with a D or a B?
D,
Deaver.
yeah, Deaver. I forgot his last name, but Deaver, he plays receiver. He's number 84. He's a freshman, and like he he's like really good, like just like how I was a freshman, but like the mental aspect is just it's just not there. But like he has all the potential in the world. So just like me, like I was able to like connect those two. So like when he does, like he would be like really good. Like I always tell him, like I'm like, bro, it's so funny, because like I used to mess up plays just like you, but like coaches knew I was really good, so they'll just keep going at it. And like my teammates and peers knew I was really good, so like they would try to help. And I was just like, Diva, like I'm really good. I tell them like it's so funny that you remind me of myself. You goofy and stuff too, so it'd be like funny.
So you feel like he looks up to you as a mentor in a way?
Yeah, for sure. He just called me when I was on the way. I gotta call him back.
Oh.
But yeah, for sure.
Just be like, I talked about you today. Like, this reminded me of Koyu Beryl. No way. Like, really? That's funny. So I know, like I said, or like you said, you haven't really gotten to experience what Texas Tech football is truly like just playing in the stadium and everything. I've heard a lot about the tortilla throwing. Do you know anything about that?
It's funny because when I first committed, like, I had seen the tortillas flying and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool, like, and I was like, I put on my story, I reposted it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick up a tortilla and eat it, and then, and then, and then like I have my coach on Instagram, and I have like,
Sorry, that's right.
and then I have like tech fans on my Instagram and stuff already, so like, they like swipe up, and they're like, yeah, bro, you're not supposed to do that. Like, people like put them in their pants to get them in the game and stuff, like to be able to throw them in all type of weird places that I don't think you want to put your mom near. And I was like, I made another post on my story. I was like, never mind. Like, just yeah. So it was funny, but I think that's really cool. Like tortillas just flying. I hope they don't touch me though. So
I was gonna say, like, what? Imagine you're just like standing there
I'm
ready to
glad
run a
somebody
plate.
told me, because I definitely would have picked one up and like try to be funny, like eaters and
Just throw it back.
throw it back or something. I mean, just let it sit there.
Yeah, no, because I mean, this is my first time in Lubbock, so everyone's been talking about like the tortilla throwing, like after the first punt, and I'm just like, that's so interesting. I don't. Do you know the backstory on that at all? Like why they do it?
Oh, I have no idea. Like I know like tacos are a big thing
Tex-Mex.
here, I guess. So maybe it's just like the tortillas. So I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
think it's funny tradition though. Like
It is.
it's
It's
very unique, you know.
it's kind of like when the Florida Panthers win, they throw, like, plastic rats onto the ice. I don't even know what the rat correlation is with the Panthers, but they just throw them on the ice after we win. It's not a tortilla, but it's something that they throw. I don't know. That's the closest thing I can think of when I
Yeah.
think of I don't know. But to kind of wrap up our little conversation, just looking to next season, what can Red Raider fans expect from Reggie Virgil?
Um, just like very like explosive player, like just like to make big plays, like take the top off and like really just make things happen, like those big time catches and those deep passes and touchdowns and just being a great teammate really and being a hard worker really. That's just like what I'm all about.
Awesome. Thank you very much for joining us today and
So thank you for having me.
welcome.
Welcome.